I wouldn't even be surprised if Big Sean married someone new in less than 6 months. You know? Because if he wanted to, he would. Like, it don't take men that long to figure out that they want to marry you. The real tea is, Jhene was married when they met. And I love Jhene. Don't get me wrong. I love Jhene. And I'm also a Pisces, but let's call a motherfucking spade, okay? Jhene was married when they got together. So even if he does love her, and, you know, I don't doubt that he loved her. I don't doubt that he genuinely cares for her, you know, even just respectfully as a person. But there's always going to be something at the back of your mind like, this bitch left her husband for me. I could never trust her.
All right, let's get real for a second. Have you ever watched a couple that everyone swore were meant to be forever? I mean, 10 years deep, a 3-year-old child together, a joint album that had fans in awe, and now, poof, it's all over. No more twin flame quotes, no more we're working it out talk. Big Sean and Jhene Aiko have officially called it quits, and this time, it's final. Now, the internet is dragging Sean through the mud, saying he used Jhene, that he should have walked away long ago instead of spending 10 years with her knowing he'd never put a ring on it. But Sean's clapping back, insisting people have it twisted and he's not about to sit quietly while everyone paints him as the bad guy.
I feel like a lot of people get the idea of like, oh, you have to get married. But then it's like, to me, that's almost a fear-based way of thinking too, because then people be getting divorced. Mm-hmm. The divorce rate's so fucking high. And I am someone who, I'm not like discounting anything, and I'm not saying that we aren't gonna get married, but what I'm saying is that it's just, I would like to do a lot. I would like to, and I don't like putting our personal business out there like that either, but there's a lot of work that needs to be done, I feel like, in general.
Big Sean has actually said it more than once. Marriage just wasn't something he ever envisioned for himself and Jhene Aiko. He never pretended otherwise.
One thing about Jhene, she quick to correct somebody by telling them that Big Sean is not her husband. Somebody was like sending her their condolences because her house burned down with the fires and stuff. And they were just like, oh, you and your husband are so amazing and being so strong. She said, that's not my husband. That's not my husband. And I'm like, Jhene, like, it's a lot going on and you're just quick to correct somebody, but it's like, hey, you decided to have a kid with him. That's on you, babe.
And honestly, looking back now, it kind of makes sense why things fell apart, even though it's sad. The red flags were always there, it's just that nobody wanted to see them. Sean and Jhene first met back in 2012, but their real spark didn't ignite until 2015 when they teamed up on I Know for Sean's album Dark Sky Paradise. That chemistry was undeniable. By 2016, they weren't just dropping songs, they dropped a whole joint album, 2088. And you know how that goes? Spending long hours together, late nights in the studio, it's bound to get cozy. Before long, the PDA started spilling out in public. But there was one big issue. Jhene was still married to producer Dot DeGenius. People definitely had opinions about that. Soon after, though, she filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences, and made it clear Sean wasn't the reason. She said her husband had already checked out mentally, and ending things was just the final step. Once she was officially single, they went all in. Red carpets, interviews, music performances, they were inseparable. Jhene even gushed about Sean in 2017 while promoting her Trip album, calling him the love of her life, saying their bond was easy because they'd already loved each other as people before romance ever entered the picture. And get this, just a week after her divorce was finalized, she got a tattoo of Sean's face on her arm.
Ariana Grande or Jhene Aiko?
Jhene?
Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm dyslexic. We established that already.
Jhene is the only person who I've ever been in like 4 relationships at once with. She's been a friend, she's been a group member, she's been a romantic partner, and she's been a peer. So that's the only person that I've had so many connections with at once, so that's why.
So you're going well?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
But as fast as things went public, that's about how fast the trouble started. Jhene later covered that Big Sean tattoo with a dragon, and Sean dropped single again. Fans noticed they'd unfollowed each other online, and soon Jhene confirmed they'd split. In 2019, she released her freestyle, Triggered, venting about being the one who always apologized. Even when she wasn't wrong, everyone knew who she meant. Around that same time, Sean was spotted with Ariana Grande, and Jhene began posting dark emotional messages like, "Don't cry for me, I'm already dead," and "My tears drowned the world as my inner fire turned it to ashes." Fans were seriously worried she might hurt herself. Meanwhile, the internet was coming for Sean, accusing him of breaking her spirit.
For sure.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you marry me?
Shit. It's in the works.
Sean responded saying, "She's amazing. I didn't fumble anything, but I can see how things look from the outside looking in. It's all love though, that's what you don't understand. The spark between them clearly never died. They found their way back to each other in 2021, and by 2022, they'd welcomed their baby boy, Noah, officially making it a family of 3. By then, they'd been on and off for about 7 years, and Jhene never hid the fact that she wanted to settle down again. Marriage, more kids, the whole thing, but remember that one time she asked him straight up why he hadn't proposed yet?
I want to ask you, man, how you doing?
What's up, bro?
I know last week you and Jhene caused a bit of a conversation on Twitter with the whole ring incident. What do you think about that? You know, people kind of jumping into your relationship like that.
I don't think too much about it, man.
Did it put any like pressure on you? You know.
You know what? Life is short, bro. So you got to do what you feel. You know what I'm saying? Well, no, I didn't though. Appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem.
She is the best though. I'll tell you that.
Is she the one?
Of course.
All right. Thanks, Sean.
Or that awkward moment when she reached out and he brushed her hand away while she teased, "What ring?" Instead of showing affection, when those clips went viral, fans told Jhene to take the hint and leave before wasting more time. Even Sean himself admitted in an interview with Charlemagne, the God, that he wasn't against marriage, but he felt there was a lot of work to do before they could ever get to that point.
I like Jhene Aiko and her music, but she got a little bit of Krishan in her. And I know y'all see it too. We all know it. We all know that she's cute, she's innocent looking, but we read through the lines of the music.
And honestly, maybe he wasn't wrong. Maybe he saw red flags, things we didn't, that made him hesitate, but that doesn't make it hurt any less. But here's the truth. Jhene's done. She's reached her breaking point and finally walked away. She's no longer waiting on a man who's never going to grow beyond that boyfriend stage or commit to something real. And get this, sources close to Sean say he's completely unbothered. Apparently, this is what he wanted all along. They say Jhene was always the more mature one, while Sean, despite his whole spiritual healing image, was still selfish and emotionally detached. He always chose himself first. Marriage wasn't off the table for him, but he's reportedly relieved he doesn't have to settle for Jhene. And now people are divided. Some are furious at him for wasting her time, while others say she shares some responsibility too. One person wrote, "All blaming Big Sean instead of addressing how Jhene Aiko is responsible for how this played out as well." It's like women don't comprehend that they can leave a man anytime and also not give him a baby. Another added, "I can't believe Jhene Aiko really wasted her entire 30s with Big Sean after he said he would never marry her, knowing well she wanted a family." So what do you think, fam? Is Big Sean the one at fault here, or do both of them share the blame? Drop your thoughts down below, and don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a story. This is Kayla Knows News, and I'll catch you in the next one.